If you've ever wondered how to use cash envelope system, then this video is for you. Not only am I going to show you the easiest way to do it, but I'm also going to show you a way that you don't actually have to use cash. Hey, welcome back to my channel. I am Prieto, and if this is your first time at my channel, I help to teach you everything that I have overcome in my life so that you can live a better life. And that's anything from finances to confidence to excuses and sometimes parenthood. And one of those things being finances is what we're talking about today. Before we get started, let's talk about the reasons why cash envelopes have really helped so many people to get out of debt. Number one, if you're not taking your cards with you, you have to rely on whatever amount of money is in your cash envelopes. Which means that when you get to the register, if you have $120 worth of groceries or Target hauls and you only have $100 in your cash envelope, obviously you're going to have to put $20 back, which will keep you on your budget. Research has shown that if you only use cash, it typically tricks your mind to making you want to keep all of your money versus spending it because it's a physical thing that you see from in your hand to leaving your hand. Versus using a credit card or a debit card, we don't actually see that transaction happening. We just put in our card and we don't acknowledge the money that is physically moving from our bank account into someone else's pocket. Now, understanding the new world and how most of us aren't even leaving the house, it is more difficult to be able to rely on cash. Now, for myself, as a safety precaution, I don't even like to carry cash. So I have learned how to use my cash envelopes without actually using cash. And yes, it can work and it still can help you to achieve your financial goals and staying on your budget. If you're enjoying this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe down below. So the number one thing that you need to do or understand when you start using cash envelopes is that you need to have a budget in place. If you don't already have a budget, head over to my other video or go to my website where I have tons of information, including an online course called Trial and Error to Millionaire. When you create a budget, you're going to be setting up limits on what you will spend every month and or what you can actually afford. So let's take gas, for example. If you are spending $50 every single week in gas and that is your budget, that's what you can afford, and you've also set up a date and time as when you will be spending that money, then that's what you need to stick to. So perhaps you create a cash envelope specifically for that category, right? So it could be just for gas and it will be $50 every single week. If you only get paid once a month, you can take that $50 and actually get cash, or at least track within your cash envelope to say that $50 is allotted 4 times a month. Let's say it's every Friday or whenever you feel like filling up, right? But the point being is that you need to have your budget, your limits on what you're allowing yourself to spend and or what you can afford. I want to hear from you. What is your advice when it comes to cash envelope systems? Leave it down in the comments below. The next thing that you need to do is to get an actual cash envelope system. Now, there are a plethora of them online. Trust me, I have used all of them. I have created my own envelopes. Back in the day, I used to just get these simple white envelopes and I would even put little designs on the outside and list what it was, right? And so I've tried all of them. I do not like the look of the big binder looking wallets, and I don't use huge purses anymore now that I have children that are older and not a baby bag. So I don't like to carry around something that's clunky and not pretty. So you need to find something that fits within what you already have. And luckily for you, I created my own cash envelope systems simply because when I was at the grocery store one time, I didn't have enough in my grocery cash envelope, so I had to pull money from my fun money envelope. And as I'm pulling out these envelopes and trying to find the cash to pay for all of this food for my 4 children, the cashier was like, "Oh, look at that. I need a fun cash envelope." And it hit me then that I don't feel comfortable even pulling these out of my wallet wherever I am, because everyone can see that not only you're using cash envelopes, but obviously most of the time you're gonna have cash in those envelopes. And that just makes me feel very uncomfortable in the crazy world that we currently live in. Which then led me to creating my own cash envelope system, which if you notice, I have in a Louis Vuitton wallet because I am that type of gal. But the point is, when I open up my wallet, I actually have my cash envelopes here and I can see what it says, so I don't have to pull out my entire system or flip through. I simply just read the very top of it, grab my cash, and I'm ready to roll. But you need to find something that suits your needs. If you're wanting a big binder wallet, great for you. If you already have designer wallets that you love or a wallet that you prefer, then you need to find something that's going to simply fit inside of that wallet versus having to buy a wallet to fit your cash envelopes. Does that make sense? I hope so. If this video is resonating with you at all, please type in the comments "future millionaire." The next thing that you need to do besides finding your system is to track your spending. Besides having a budget in place, the best thing that you need to do is to have some sort of way to track what you're actually spending while you're at the grocery store or Target or wherever, right? And so if your cash envelope system does not come with some sort of tracker, or your envelopes do not have somewhere that you write it on, I suggest that you create some sort of guide that helps you to track your spending that can be easily fit inside of your wallet. I will show you an example. Inside of my cash envelopes this is my own design, I have trackers that are also included when you buy my system. But the trackers keep you literally on track of what your spending are. So this envelope, let's say, is for groceries. So when I spend groceries, I can come into here and list it out specifically. This is my starting balance, this is my budgeting, and this will say groceries, spent $20 and my balance now is $80 if my budget is $100. So the point of this is that you can track all of your spending so that's in a simplified manner and you know what you have left. You don't have to rummage through and count all of your cash, or better yet, if you're doing the cashless envelope process, you can even just keep this as well as just putting your receipts inside of your envelope with your tracker, and that's all that you need in order to do the same process but without using cash. And once you've tracked everything, the best thing that you need to do is every single month look at all of your receipts, look at all of your tracker system in your envelopes to see how much you've spent total and what you have left. And if you don't already have a financial planner, I highly suggest that you get one. Something that you can look at every single month to see what was your budget, what have you spent, and what you have left and what you're going to do with it. And that is it. That is all that you need to know on how to use cash envelope system, as well as going cashless with your envelope system. I hope that you can tell that these easy steps can truly help you keep on budget and on your financial goals. If you haven't already, head over to my website where you can download my free budgeting 101 guide. If you need more financial help, please sign up for my online course called Trial and Error to Millionaire, where I help you walk through the entire process of how to get out of debt while also building up your wealth. And if you've already mastered your financial goals, but you just want to keep track of your spending and make sure that you're aligned with all of your goals, check out my Millionaire Method Planner that will help you to stay on track every single month. That's it for today's video, and if you haven't already subscribed, please hit the red button down below as well as the bell to be notified of future videos, and please give this video a thumbs up. And until next time, guys, take care.